Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I have a review for you on The Vikings Chosen, and this is a book that is written by Quinn Loftis. This book will be released on February 12th, so it's coming up very soon, and I was very kindly sent this review copy from Clean Team Publishing, so thank you. So this is considered a young adult Viking romance, and that is what immediately caught my attention when I was offered this book. I was like, I'm into that. So our two main characters in this book are Torben, who is a Viking warrior, and he is kind of the army general of his clan, is basically his role here. And Aulette is an English princess. Her father is the king of one of the kingdoms, and you kind of see these two worlds come together. I do want to give a warning here, though, that this book does involve some violence against women. More particularly, it's almost like a domestic violence type of situation, so just be warned going into that if that's something that you try to stay away from. That's definitely present in here. So when this book opens, we are following Torben, and he is the general in his clan, and the leader of their clan has decided that he wants to infiltrate a kingdom and he wants to kind of take it over. He knows that there is an arranged marriage that has happened, and people from that kingdom are going to be coming over into this kingdom, so he kind of uses that as a strategy to rob both of the kingdoms simultaneously because everyone's going to be together in one place, and he feels that that is going to benefit their clan the most as far as being able to take as much as possible. So as they're getting ready and preparing for this battle, Torben finds himself really torn because he doesn't know if this is the right strategy to use. He's not really fully comfortable with it, but he also finds himself just needing to be a general and to follow what his leader is saying. He goes to visit his mother, who is an oracle, and she basically tells him that there is a prophecy happening that Torben is meant to go to this kingdom, and he is meant to take the princess of this kingdom as his bride, and together they will bring peace between these two kingdoms. Upon finding this out, Torben is pretty skeptical at first. He's not 100% sure about all this. He's not sure about, taking a bride who he doesn't even know, and he's just not sure that she will be okay with it, and just, he's not sure if this is even all going to be happening. But he trusts his mother, and she has had, visions come true before, so he's not really sure how he feels about it. In order to get close to this princess, he helps kind of develop a plan where he is going to pose as one of her guards, and like a new guard coming in to protect her, so he can kind of get to know her and see if this is something that's going to be a possibility. Meanwhile, our English princess Aulette, she finds herself in an arranged marriage. She has been promised to a king of another kingdom, and his name was Cathal. And upon meeting him, he has made all these promises to her father that, our kingdoms will be united, your kingdom will never go hungry because their kingdom is struggling a little bit, and, we will do everything in our power to protect you because this King Cathal has wealth and power and all this stuff. So it's basically we need our kingdom saved, here you can have my daughter. When Aulette and Cathal meet, she realizes, number one, he's extremely handsome, but number two, he's not all that fond of women. He's fond of them as in they play a certain role and they have certain jobs, and your job is to look pretty and to stand by my side and make me look good. And if you don't comply with that, you're going to suffer physically and emotionally. The more time that Aulette spends with Cathal, the more she's realizing how terrible the situation is going to be, but she also doesn't want to back out of the situation because it would detriment their kingdom, and it could also bring war upon them by Cathal's kingdom, and she doesn't want that to happen. She doesn't want her father to suffer and her people to suffer. So she's willing to marry him regardless of how he treats her so she can protect the people of her kingdom. When Aulette meets Torben, who is disguised as an English guard, one of her new guards to protect her day in and day out, they definitely have an immediate connection. She doesn't understand it, and she is trying to navigate between these two men and their affections for her. At the same time, Torben is standing by and having to watch Cathal do these things to Aulette, and that is one of the hardest things he's ever done. All he wants to do is be a Viking and rip him to shreds, but he can't because he's in disguise and nobody knows he's a Viking and he's supposed to be infiltrating. And he really finds himself torn between what to do. You know, do I do my general duty or do I help this woman who I'm falling in love with? This book was such a surprise. I was really honestly not expecting to enjoy this book as much as I did. And I think a lot of it is this came at the perfect time for me. It was just something that I feel like I needed. I needed something that was just good and juicy and not overcomplicated and just something that captivated me, which this did. I'm not going to say it's the best written book ever. I'm not going to say it's really complex and really well thought out and, you know, everything made sense. I'm not going to say that, but my enjoyment of this when I read it was just fantastic. There were definitely a couple things that happened in here that I felt could have been a little bit more thought out or could have been a little bit less sudden, maybe more buildup of things happening. There was a little bit of a twist that happened. I don't know if it was necessarily a twist, but it was just something that really brought these two together that kind of came out of nowhere. And I was like, wait, what? It kind of came out of nowhere and it was a big deal. So there was no really like big buildup to that. I wish that it had a little bit of a buildup. But other than that, I really just thoroughly enjoyed the story and I really enjoyed the characters. The dynamic and the chemistry between Torben and Aulette was really juicy, and I just loved their banter back and forth to each other. I really struggled with Aulette keeping herself in harm's way intentionally in order to help the people of her kingdom. I understood it, but I hated it. It really just made me angry that she was willing to take this abuse from this man, you know, for basically power and money. And, you know, it was to protect the people of her kingdom as well. But like, this man's going to kill you, like, literally. And you're just going to stand by and let it happen. I didn't enjoy that part so much. Torben was very, very protective of her and like borderline alpha male, which at first I thought was kind of a downfall on him. I'm like, the girl can handle herself, calm down. But I had to remind myself he's a Viking. That's what they do. I've watched the show Vikings. They are very alpha male. They are very protective of the people that they love. So I had to kind of check myself on that. Cathal was a really terrible, terrible villain. I mean, he is one of the worst villains I have read about as far as his motives and his anger and his vindictiveness and his abuse. Just, oh my gosh, he was terrible. I have not read about a character like this in a long time. And it was, I just sat there going, is this dude for real? Like, for real. Another character that I really loved in here is Aulette's sister, Dana. That girl was polar opposite of Aulette. She was like, I am a woman. I'm going to say what I want. I don't care who says it. I don't care who hears it. I'm going to do whatever I want and blah, 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 and screw you. And I'm a woman. She was awesome. She didn't take crap from anybody. Sometimes that really kind of bit her in the butt. And sometimes that really helped other people in her life. It helped them. So I really liked her a lot. And the way that this book ended, I need book 2, like right now. And this is just about to come out. But I need book 2. So overall, you guys, I gave this book 4 stars. It wasn't quite a 5-star read to me just because of the little things that I talked about, but my overall enjoyment while I was reading this book was just fantastic. I really, really liked it, and it was such a nice surprise and literally like exactly what I needed at that point in time. Okay guys, that's going to be it for me today. If you guys are interested in this book, I am going to leave the Amazon link down below. And like I said, it comes out on February 12th. So it's something you're interested in. Definitely go ahead and pre-order it. It's coming out very soon. And again, thank you so much to Clean Team Publishing for sending me an early copy so I could read and review this. I loved it. And I'm really excited to read the next one when it does come out. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below for me. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.